Today I want to talk about a product that I've been testing this week. It's called AquaVoice. The website is withaqua.com and it's insane. It's really making me so much more productive because at the end of the day, I can dictate what I want to say and the computer will transcribe it automatically for me in whatever app I am in. So it means that it's synchronized perfectly with my MacBook. It also has deep context, which is absolutely amazing because that means that it's able to see what you have in the screen. And based on that, it kind of interprets what you want to say. And it picks like different things. For example, let's say you're coding, it can read different functions. And then it is going to make you so much more productive because it's not like you need to type anymore, but you can like kind of talk and work with the computer. So guys, this is really the future of working with a PC in general. So how does it look? Basically, you go to the website, you download for Mac in my case. I don't know if it's available. Yeah, it's available for others. So you have here for Windows, but in my case, it's for Mac. You will simply download here. And yeah, this is what I wanted to show. So it's very, let me make me smaller. So it's really so much more accurate than other things that are in the market, right? So if you're using AquaVoice and you compare, for example, to Whisper, the margin of error is only 0.9% versus 0.9 also, 10.5. But for example, for technical reports, it's so much better. It's like double efficient. And yeah, like it really feels smooth. And this is why I want to try a couple of use cases with you. I want to write some emails. I want to do some coding with prompting, and yeah, maybe some automations. And yeah, you will see. I'm pretty sure you will envision yourself using this in the future because it's really great. I'm loving this tool for sure. Also take into account you have a free version if you want to text it out, so you can have 1,000 free words. See if this is for you, and in case you really like it, it's only going to cost you $10 per month, and you have unlimited words, which you'll see. So when you download the application, you will see something like this. You can use which microphone input. In my case, I'm using my MacBook, and which activation hotkey you're gonna use. In my case, is left alt. That means every time I'm pressing that key, as you can see, it's gonna open this small tab here, and it's going to transcribe everything which I'm saying. As you can see, the cursor is moving and it's identify every word which is coming out of my mouth. And you know what the cool thing about this is you can like just simply have like a brainstorm of ideas, but then you can say something like, okay, make this a summary, like collect my ideas, and then it will put everything together. Or you can simply start from scratch. You can say something like scratch everything, and then it will delete. Scratch everything, please. And you see, now it has been deleted. Yeah, the super cool function that I was speaking about is called deep context, and it uses context from your screen to boost transcription accuracy. So that means it really understands what's happening in your PC, and it will adapt your transcription or your message to that. And that's really, really powerful. So let's get into trying this. Let's start by writing some emails. Then we will go probably to Vault and code something. And maybe we will finish with an automation, so you can see how powerful this thing is. By the way, you can also use dictionary for words that normally are not in the AquaVoice dictionary. In this case, I've added Gitis because I'm pretty sure it's not going to recognize. Gitis is my business partner, and we are going to be writing an email to him. So let's get into writing an email. So I've got it here, and everything's kind of prepared. You just simply go into the body of the message, and I'm gonna press now the Option key, and I'm gonna start writing an email. Hello, Gitis. Did you make it to the KPI reports yesterday? Can you please tell me the following: on-time delivery, amount of unpaid invoices, and customer satisfaction. actually make those bullet points for better understanding. How amazing is that, right? Like, as you know, it's not like it's just transcribing everything you're saying, but it's AI behind. So I was able to write an email in less than 5 seconds, telling exactly what I wanted, and also saying, okay, but actually I want you to format this, so it's not transcribing, write this in bullet points. It's just actually doing it and making bullet points. So how cool is this, right? Like, it's really, really amazing. Let's do another example, so you can understand, and maybe it's like trying to put my ideas together, and then I'm gonna make a summary. So it's not like you need to put the email perfectly, but at the end of the day, AI is going to interpret exactly what you want to say. So yeah, I'm thinking about going to New York. Yeah, actually not. I'm not going to New York yet. Remove that. So I'm say yes. I'm not going to New York. But can you debrief me on everything which is gonna happen in the conference? See? So I start to say I'm gonna go to New York, but then I changed my mind and said I'm not going to New York. AI perfectly picked up everything which was happening. And yeah, it managed to switch the message. I'm not going to New York, and please can you debrief everything which is ongoing in the conference. So how amazing is this, right? Let's go to coding now. Okay, so here we are in Bolt. I'm pretty sure you know this amazing tool also by prompting. Okay, so here we are in Bolt. I'm pretty sure you also know this amazing tool. By prompting, you're able to quickly deploy and build apps. And then we're going to go into the code and see how we can modify things with AquaVoice. So I want to create a dashboard, and it's going to have 4 graphs. The first graph is going to be a mortality rate and how it has changed from 2015 to 2024. The second graph, I want to attribute how much of the deaths are due to alcohol. So meaning the people that died, actually, how many of them consume alcohol. The third one, I want to get a relation of how many people were going over speed. And the fourth one, I want to make a graph where it shows if actually the people that died had a driving license or not. Please fake all the data. It's just for a mockup. And yeah, let's do it. So now it should do the prompt here. And for example, let's do it. All those things that are useless for the AI, they are not saying it, right? So just gonna click here, and let's see what we get. I'm gonna pause here because it's just gonna be building this, and it's just gonna take a little bit. Okay, now we have here our graph, and basically it's faking the data. Obviously, we have 4 graphs, right? So we have mortality rate trend, alcohol-related deaths, speed-related incidents, which were going over the speed limits and which not, and then the driver license status, right? Expired, valid, no license, or suspended license, which is pretty cool. Also, like by one prompt, you can get this. So let's make the graphs a little bit nicer. Right now, I don't like how they are looking. I want them to make also a little bit more minimalistic. And please use best design principles for this. And also make them occupy less space. Right now, they are very big. Okay, so there we go. Let's see what it does. So this is what it has produced. Now the output is so much better, right? If we put it in big screen, everything's like kind of more compact. Also, I like how everything's presented. Obviously, there's like much more iterations that we can make to make it better. But I think you get the point, right? Now let's go into the code and see if we can modify something so you can see how it's picking up the different functions. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to get the mortality data function that we have right now, and we want to position 2 lines on top. So basically what we want to show is mortality data for people over 30 years old and mortality data for people over below 30 years old, and then we're going to modify the functions accordingly. So let's say that bold, and it should be able to pick up the mortality data function. So we want to modify the function mortality data, and instead of showing mortality rate per 100,000 population, we want to segment it into 2 lines. Basically, we want to include those who were older than 35 years old as one line graph, and then those who were below the age of 35 years old as another line. So the graph will have 2 lines, one for older than 35 years old, another for below 35 years old. As we can see, Bolt is now doing everything, separating lines for age groups. Let's see the output. And now we have the output. It's pretty cool, right? Like exactly what we wanted. Obviously, it's fake data, but now we can see, we will make an assumption, right? That if your age is more than 35 years old, you have a higher probability of having a deathly car accident than if you were below 35 years old. So pretty cool, right? Like only by prompting and with voice, we have been able to put this together into 3 minutes. So it's pretty crazy what we are going to be able to do with the future in computing. So let's move into automations. Let's do one last example with voice, and let's show how you can also do automations with AquaVoice. So let's make a very simple automation for me to showcase how you can work with AI automation and AquaVoice to make your work so much more efficient. Let's use the AI module in Make. Let's use voice and let's get to it. Build me a scenario which has a webhook and then is connected to Pipedrive with 2 routes. Basically, one route is going to be whenever the contact exists, we follow that one and we just simply send one email. If the contact doesn't exist, we will do a previous step to create a contact and then send an email. Now we execute that. We are querying the AI agent in make.com. And there we go. Now we have for scenario. It's pretty simple. We have a custom webhook. This will be associated to your CMS, your website, whatever you're using for your website. Then it will look and search the contact by email, I imagine, and it will have 2 routes that you have to set the filter for, where basically it's send an email. It's using the SMTP module because I didn't specify it to be Gmail, otherwise it will be using Gmail. And if it's 6, it will follow this one. Otherwise, it will just create a contact and send an email. So how cool is that, right? Like only with voice and a simple prompt, we managed to put this together in 15 seconds. And yeah, it's crazy. Like the possibilities are going to be endless. So should you try AquaVoice? Absolutely. I think it's amazing. At the end of the day, you have a free version. You can test it out for free, 1,000 words. See if you like it. If you don't like it, which I think is definitely not going to be the case, but if you don't like it, just you can simply forget about it. But if you like it, it's only $10 per month, super affordable, unlimited words, and I think your productivity is definitely going to change forever when you use the software. So yeah, just come here with aqua.com, download it, try it out, and let me know in the comments what you think about it.